Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Racing League, round 8 of formal performance here. We're here in Japan for our next round of the championship. And for today, I'm your commentator. My name is Tim Presents, and I'm joined by Evan King. Hello.
Hello everyone, great to be here.
As Kevin is ill this week, hopefully he will be back next week. Yeah, we're in Suzuka. Definitely a tricky track. Obviously the first S corners are they called. Should be tricky. You need a stable setup to get through there. You have one DRS rate. Will be after the final turn 18. Best overtaking spot I think should be into the chicane in turn 16. Or if you get a good run into turn 1. Yeah. Should be an exciting race coming up.
Yeah, 100%. It's a very historic track, you could say, especially for some battles. Like you did say, there's a lot of overtaking pace. Well, there's not too many, but if you're a very, I don't know how you could say it, very experienced driver, I think there'll be some moves that me and you obviously wouldn't expect from a few of them, but this track's very mixed when it comes to moves. If you can plant your car in the right position, you could potentially go for a good overtake, but it's normally best to just stick and be behind the DRS. But
Maybe we see some surprising moves into the hairpin, who should be turn 11. Maybe just like you get a better accident, the car ahead of you out of turn 9, then to the little right-hander into turn 11, maybe a surprising move. So already there are a few moves around the outside or through the inside. And good evening, Sondre was in the chat now. As Rocco Welch is already on the step in the Williams, our championship leader currently. He is leading, if I'm not wrong, by a low amount of points. It should be 3. Yeah. He's leading 3 points ahead of Nino Romanello, and he's leading Sondre for 7, or out of Nino's perspective would be 4. So yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye on Rocco right now, and he's looking like he's on a very good lap right now in the Williams.
Yeah, he's coming out down to turn
13.
30, yes. Definitely an easy corner to invalidate when you're coming too wide onto the car, like Lewis Curtis, and not Lewis Curtis, Rocco Welch did. But behind him is one of the Ferraris.
It's Logan Arond.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Correct. You will definitely set the first benchmark on softs. I'm not 100% informated about the strategy. But it's coming to line what its benchmark, it's a 127.2. Behind him is one of the Hasses coming. It is only an outlap from Thomas Trappist. Then we have the Renault of Paco Suarez. He invalidated his lap. What about Joe Hollis? He's coming to the line to go up to P2. And then Maffiola should be the next one. He will definitely up there in the AlphaTauri, smashing 126.7.
We have Nino.
Yeah, Nino goes up to P4. Then, well, a few cars are coming currently. Can't see everyone. It's Tom Jewell who will be one of the. Oh, Olive Level is ahead of him. What can Olive Level do? Oh, he started his lap.
We have Sylvan Vesser, I think it is. He's in the McLaren, he's coming up.
Yeah, search for him.
He's coming through turn 17 across the line with a 129.3, right behind his teammate. Fifth. Good lap.
Yep, it is. Then we should have Olive Level on his lap. Also Brandon Glover, who is a bit further up. Thomas Trapp is already, I don't know if he crashed out or what happened.
I think he retired into the pit. I think it was coming through turn 17. I think he either lost it or he just retired the pits. I just saw an instant yellow flag, so it might have just been a pit lane retirement from Thomas.
Yep. I think then we have Olive Lavelle, the next driver who is on his lap. Today is sitting in the not AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. It's coming down to the chicane. Clipping the curbs. Then it's only full throttle with activating the DRS. Now to cross the line it goes up to P5 129.0. Then who was behind him? I think it was yeah, Cameron Young. He's sitting in the morgue. Going now down to the chicane. Turn 16, turn 17. Good run through there, definitely. He's going into the pits.
Well, Branton's lost a little bit there on the gravel.
Next we have Luke Baker and the Red Bull. Got a purple second sector, but I'm not sure if that is right. But ahead of him we have Louis Quillen coming first to the line. He's going to the pits. What is about Luke Baker on the mediums? What can he do in the Red Bull? Only P8, 129.7. Then Tom Jules on his outlap. I think we have only drivers on outlaps now. I didn't saw anything wrong. Then I think we should follow Ross Denholm. He's with his lap in the Merc. Oh, Tom Jewell is on his lap as well, and he's a bit further up. Then we follow him, giving him some scream time. The racing bunny coming a bit wide there, out of turn 4 into 5. Definitely a tricky S section here. Easy if lost the back in one of the S's. Going to turn 8 and turn 9 to fast right-handers. As Ross Denholm retired from the session, where did he crashed out?
That was turn 7.
Yeah, I'm on board with Jared. Yeah, I think he lost the back end there. Maybe he clipped the curb on the inside, which the game or the cars definitely don't like. And he spun into the wall. Unfortunate for him, he's in the Merc today. So he could have been up there off, definitely. But I'm following Tom Jewell, who's coming now to 130R. This Luke Baker thing improved on his lap. Second attempt on the mediums, 129.2 I think. But now Tom Jewell, what can he do in the racing point today? P4, 127.4. Behind him, maybe, I think it should be Jeff Rosberg first, yes. He's coming down to turn 16. Behind him we have Sondre Zarhawk. They both are setting their first times. Jared Forsberry on his pad, going again into the pits. What can do Sondre Zarhawk in his hairs today? Oh my god, he cut it massively the corner. That's really unfortunate. 130.8 would it been? Would be provisional P10 for him. What about Paco Suarez? He should be the next guy to set it up. So you got surely some yellows as Troy's maybe slowing down. I also think behind Paco Suarez we have Rocco Walsh now, then Sanino, who invalidated already. Then we're going back on board with Paco Suarez. Locks up into turn 16. Good run through turn 17. What time really said? It's P2 for him. 127.1.
Fantastic lap.
That's a good lap from him. What about the other Renault? He's not on his lap.
See, I think it's Lewis and the Ferrari. It's Lewis Curtis and Ferrari in for 6-2 now. He's on his lap.
Rocco Walsh is definitely ahead of Lewis, who will cross the line first. Rocco Walsh, championship leader currently, with 3 points. What time will he do now? 127.9, who brings him up to P6. Cameron Young is not retiring, is driving into the pits. Then you said Lewis Curtis early on, who was spinning through the chicane. But I think Olaf Level or one of the soft runners running away started his lap. I need to get a little overview now. So John Hollis, I think, finished his lap. Logan Arwan started his lap. Windland we should have an eye on.
Closest is Matthew Older. I think it's him. I think he's the closest.
I think Luke Quinlan is a bit closer, yeah, he is. But then we definitely go to Matthew Older. Luke Quinlan, who is already in 0 errors, I don't. Yeah, it's slowing down. Matthew Older not coming down to the chicane. I think he will be definitely one of the guys who will be fighting for the win. Really improve on this time. Yes, by 1/10 or 600ths of a second for 126.644. Then we have Sylvain Vestier, who is 5/10 up on his time. There will be definitely a big improvement from him. Coming on to the exit through turn 18 to cross the line. Gets up to P8. What about Logan Arrant? Who's coming to the chicane. Lucky to get more validation on the inside of turn 17 there. Or 16. Logan Arrant goes up to P2. 127 flat. Then we have Jared Fosbury out on mediums. Okay. Coming down to turn 16 and 17, a little chicane here. Crossing the line this time. Took up to P8, 128.5. It looks like he has some good pace. Maybe if he's going out on soft, he could be a challenger for pole. Because of the meters are around 1 second slower per lap on most of the tracks. As I think most of the drivers are just waiting to get their final runs. As I don't think we have anyone on a lap except of Cameron Young. We didn't settle the timed lap. Getting definitely a good run. Going down to turn 8 and 9. And he was too wide on the exit and validated his lap, and he needs to hurry up to get in for a fresh soft compound. Or just slowing down to don't damage the tire too much. What about Lewis Curtis, who is out on mediums? Okay. Do we see a little surprise here? A feed taking P2 or anything near that? He has enough time to switch onto softs. Yes, he's diving into the bits. Then we're going back on board to Cameron Young. He's again in sector 1. He's in 0 ERS. I don't know why. I'm not sure 100% what he's doing.
Who?
Cameron Young. He's again not going for a timed lap. He's in 0 ERS. And he's a bit of short shifting the gears. But behind him, Luke Winner should be definitely on a lap. As the drivers are now coming out for the final runs. As we see everyone is fitting the softs. No surprises then. It's Luke Winner coming down to the chicane. Looks up a bit. Then he's only 4 throttle through the little right and rear turn 18. What will he do? It's P8 for him, 128.0. As Cameron Young retired from the session, okay. So now I start to need a neat overview. We have Paco Soros leading the out lap drivers. Except of Tom Jewell is definitely the first guy. We're starting his lap now, coming through turn 18, activating the RS. Coming down to turn 1 is nearly flat until turn 2 here now. Tricky braking zone here. Get a good exit. Now he needs an important run through the S's. So roughing the gears to the limit. Through turn. Oh, he lost his back end there. That definitely did last time, I think. He's 30 for hundredths down on his time. But this lap is definitely not over yet. Going to the hairpin, turn 11. Don't lose the back end here. He did. That will cost him a little bit time as well. Coming to turn 13. And 14. As we have a lot of cars driving to the line.
Yeah.
To get a final run, and Zero Investor and Luke Baker already made it. Just saw that on a mini-map. But Tom Jewell is up on his time, 1:10. He needs at least 4:10s to get to proportional P2. What time will Tom Jewell now do? With his 2 little mistakes. It's P4 for him currently, 127.3. Paco Suarez or someone is ahead of him. Fiora is behind him. Jared Frostbury is ahead of him. He's 1 second up on his time. So it's a minimum of a 127.5. He's not bottling anything now.
Oh, and Brandon lost it coming through turn 9. He went a bit too wide onto the grass.
Okay, and not Jared Frostbury. Crossing the line to go up to P6. Boxer spawn. But can Fiora really improve on his current pole time lap? Yes, by 3 2:10. Oh my god. I don't know that someone will beat him today. Maybe a little, not a little Romanino, Neil Romanello in the Williams, who is definitely followed by both of the Ferraris. It's coming to the final turn here now to cross the line. To go up to P10. What about Lewis? Goes up to P2. What about Logan? Logan is on P3. Didn't improve, I think. Behind him we have only Paco Suarez crossing the line. Okay. And qualifying is over. Mafiola on pole in the AlphaTauri was no surprise. But a little surprise is Nino, not Nino, Luis, who is definitely close to him. But we have Mafiola on pole ahead of Lewis Curtis, Logan Allround, Paco Soros, Tom Jewell, Jared Fosbury, Joe Hollis, Rocco Walsh, Louis Quinlan, Nino Romanello, Sylvain Vessier, Olive Lavelle, Luke Baker, Brandon Glover, Thomas Droppis, Cameron Young, Sanjay Sarhawk, Ross Denham, and Thomas McIver, who I don't know if he is in the lobby.
Very solid qualifying from the drivers there, especially from Matthew.
Oh my god. I just saw I forgot to switch track. Yeah, I need to edit the video title from China to Japan.
Oh, if he's still going in China?
Yeah, now we're in Japan. Completely forgot that. Just changed around. So the driver are now setting their strategies. It gave me a little bit of time to drink something. And the formation lab is underway, getting telemetry and the lab data on. And let's look. Everyone inside the top 10 are starting on softs, like they qualified on. And out of the top 10, everyone is on mediums except of Thomas McIver, who is in 19th, and we can't see his name. And Thomas Jobis and Brandon Glover are already disqualified. Hopefully we have currently every 7 rounds we have a different winner, but Mafiola looks like today the strongest man in quali. Maybe he's the guy who's breaking the little streak of different winners. Mafiola definitely a guy who can lead the field away without looking into his mirrors.
Very interesting mixed strategy though. You have the top 10 on the softs and then you have the rest of the mediums, but you have Thomas McIver on the softs. So it's interesting why he didn't stick on the mediums the same as the rest of the other people. He is here though. He's just slowing the pack down. He's slowing down a lot though.
Yeah.
We almost tapped into the
A
back.
few drivers get disqualified. Sondre Zarhog and Cameron Young, they were start on cold towers, who are definitely not good in the first corners, who will be the S's. It's a short run down to turn 1. Hopefully we don't see a bigger crash there. It's only Thomas McIver who needs to go into his pit box. And then we are ready for the race. It's round 8 in Japan. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. It looks like a good start from Matthew Alder. A better start got Logan Owen. He's already passed his teammate. They're side by side going to turn 2 now. Logan has the inside line, or is it Lewis? It is Lewis, and Lewis is ahead for the first. What is going on in the back? We have a yellow flag. Do we have a bigger incident there? It looks like everything was clean.
It's Sondre.
Sondre?
Went off.
Oh yeah, Sondre dropped off. Does he have wing damage? Yes, a bit. As Matthews leading the field away. Lewis and Logan trying to follow him. As Neil passed Joe Hawley, it's I think through turn 8. As you have some divings into the hairpin. Yes, we have. That was.
Oh, Cameron Young getting a bit eager there to pass Luke Baker there as he tapped him on the back of the car there, causing him to lose.
As Luke is fighting with Brandon now. But I see that Joe Hollis is at the back of Nino Romanello. Will they go side by side through 130 or no? He's backing off for the first.
We got Ross Denholm there, letting off the brakes a little bit. He was going to go for a move on Luke there. Coming through to turn 15, then he goes for the late lunge there. Did he get it stuck? Luke was trying for a switchback there, but he didn't make it
Oh
stick.
my god. Time is out glitched. Thank you, Codys.
I thought that was still fixed, but Cameron Young just sent it down the inside on Sylvan Vassar there. Going for turn one.
So, the game glitch, or the timing glitch is back on his...
I don't understand how they can't fix just this one glitch.
Yeah, they have a lot of time to do that. It's already like since the first race or the second.
Because I'm confused. I know that Matthew's leading, but I don't know
I
when
think it should be fixed very soon. They only need to do Thomas McIver and Thomas McIver to the last two positions, and then I should be, or we should be at the right timings.
Yeah, so if we spectate third, fourth, fifth, that's the top three. If you take away first and second, we're in the very bottom pack.
Let's close the guy for an overtake at the moment, Dean Romanello. It's not the easiest thing to do a move on this track, but we have two people side by side. I don't know who that is. I think it's already... Because we have a move trying from a zero investor on left level. This Matthew already leading by 2 seconds. But we have a DRS action. No, we don't. Now we're on lap 3, but definitely zero investor is pulling out to the inside line. To try and move into turn 1 on Olive level. Yes, the inside line should be the better line for him. As Olive came a bit wide. Maybe a little switchback here. No, he hasn't the speed to try. I'm just going further up. As someone spinning or Louis Quillen spins. And the S's. As we have Cameron Young getting good start side by side with Joe Hollis. Just came out of nowhere. Cameron Young got a very good start, is already up to P9 in the Merc. He is an F1 driver, so I don't think there should be any surprises that he's already up to so much positions. As Cameron Young is just overtaking Nino Romanero into turn 13. And he is ahead. The next guy is for him Rocker Walsh, who is at the back of Jared Fosbury in the slipstream. So the Ferraris are fighting. I will go on board for them over the DRS straight. So I don't think Logan will be definitely close enough to try and move. Now he's so far away. What about Joe Holly? So we have a little DRS train here. Is Matthew all the legs out again? The second week in a row. Oh my god. Just look at the time, it's just like closing down. Second after second.
I'll try to get him back in before the time starts closing.
Oh my god. Last week this happens to... oh my god, first we have Cameron Young looking tasty at the back of Rockawald.
That puts Logan and Lewis into P1 and 2 until Matthew can...
Cameron Young is diving it into turn 11 on Rockawald on the Harrell compound. And we see a lot of Rocker's perspective as he's closing massively to Jared. As Matthew already said, dropped the positions.
Another one that could potentially start spicing up a little bit is between Ross Denholm and Sylvan Vessel. He's in American, he's in McLaren, he's not
as Cameron Young passed Jared Fosbury pretty easily. He has so much speed. I don't know what's going on. As Matthew got overtaken by Tom Jewell. I don't know if Matthew is not coming back. Jared Fosbury is in DRS of Cameron Young. What about Joe Hollis, who already has a 3-second time penalty? Ross at the back of Sylvain Vestier. Sylvain looks a bit unstable.
Oh, and Tom Jewell. Tom Jewell's went off at turn.
Tom! Oh my god. I don't get wing damage, but yeah.
He went too tight coming through turn 7.
Indeed. So what I wanted to say is that Zero Investor looks like a bit struggling through the S's. His Mafia got already passed by Cameron Young, who's up to P4. Oh my god, Cameron Young. He's definitely the fastest guy I think out on track. Look how he's closing the gap to Paco. Just like out of a handshake or something. But Rocco was close to Matthew, who is still ghosted.
Rockstead almost got the move done on Solving Vessel.
I missed that.
Yeah, he went round the outside on Tom through turn 15. Just having a little bit of wheel banging there from them when he went for the move, but he just made it stick.
You said turn 15?
15?
Yeah, I missed the moves through 130R. But Sylvan is closing massively into the era straight. But Ross didn't need to defend on him.
There's a very big ERS difference between both of them, so I'm very interested why Ross Dunham used a lot of ERS.
Yeah.
Past McLaren, if he could have got past him without using as much.
So we need to keep an eye on Cameron Young with... Oh my god, it was a massive corner cut from Silver Investigator there. Happy that he got no time penalty though. As Mafiola finally is back in his car. He is P9, closely followed by Ross Enholm and Silver Investigator. If he sees now which position he's now running and what he was a few moments ago, definitely nothing good for him or beautiful thing. As you have Cameron Young on the back of Paco Suarez, a little bit of loosey goosey backender, as he sets a fast slap on mediums and just like flying through and easily move out of turn 1. The two Ferraris still fighting each other. As Joe Hall is close to Nino Romanello as Thomas Traub is passing Luke Baker ahead of turn 1. So 27 laps already done, or we're currently in the 7th lap. 21 laps to go.
The more that the Ferraris continue to battle each other, the more... Oh, there's a...
As we have the next guy out, is Joe Hall spins out of turn 7.
Done it in the same place that I think it was Tom a few laps ago did it. In the
Yeah,
exact same
and
place.
Loic Quinlan. So we already saw a few drivers spinning out there.
Like I was saying, the more that Logan, Orond and Lewis continue to battle each other for P1, that's just going to continue for Cameron Young to gain the gap on him, as he's doing right now.
As if a little bug, I can't see the gap between them.
Yeah, it's a little bit glitched, not so sure.
But Logan looks very close.
A rough estimate I have to say is maybe 4 times, 3 times maybe.
Nowadays it should be
seconds.
fixed. As Cameron again setting the fastest lap. Slogan's closing in on his teammate for this race, but not enough for an overtake move. What about a trend around P10? Do we see some overtakes into turn 1? Yeah, we have Tom Jordan passing Luke Baker into turn 1 and switchback moved there a bit from Luke. They're fighting side by side, and Luke's letting him boost. Yeah, good word. Letting Tom pass. As we have, oh my god, there was for a moment side by side the two Alfa Romeos. As Brand Glauer saved his back and as Thomas Traub is still looking on his back end of the car. As Sir Investigators, I think, definitely under pressure. As Brandon maybe looking for a move into turn 11. He could dive it, but he didn't.
You can see
As
this.
Oliver lost his back end there a bit, but he saved his car. And he's using our overtake to get back on the racing speed as Thomas Straub is coming in the slipstream of Brandon Glover now. He turns 13.
Oh, we have Tom Jewell as well, so there's
Yeah.
a little five-way train if you include Luke Baker into this.
Nice. Oh, we need to look at as Logan is into the pits and Cameron Young in the DRS, and look how he's gaining. Oh my god. He's gaining and not diving it into turn 1. Maybe into turn 2. They're side by side on the way to turn 3. And Cameron Young guts it around the outside.
Power in that car.
Oh my god. It's flying completely. So what about Mafiola? Is he back in his car? Yeah, he should be.
Oh, Ollie Flaville.
Oh, he's spun it. Did he got wing damage? No, looks like this front wing is still completely saved.
I'm not too sure if something happened with him and Sylvan Vesser and Brandon, or he's just made a little critical error.
Tom passed Thomas Trappist. It looks like Thomas still is on good pace to fight his way back into the points positions, in the good points positions. But Ross Denholm is gaining good on Rocker Walsh. He got a bad way, or a bad line through turn 14. He's gaining a lot in the slipstream. He's backing off for 100 hour. As he's not diving it. No, he's not. What's about Tom Joe? Will he dive it on Brandon Glover? No, he won't. It's just too risky. Tom is diving into the pits. Same as Cameron Young.
Stuck
He
on the soft
switched to softs. No, he was on mediums. Now he's on softs. Maybe got a bit of wing damage from the fight. Oh, as Ollie retired from the session, what happened? He retired in the pits. Jared would call it, he gave up.
The driver's gonna have to let off through this yellow flag so they don't get an illegal.
Yeah, I'm watching currently. Ross Denholm most definitely is setting under pressure Rocker Walsh. We're in 2011 now. It's Alpha. Okay, Ross gets a bit of a better exit. He's gaining now in the slipstream SPF. Sector 1 and 2, some yellow flags, and Ross got it done into turn 13. That's what we have far back. Still our fight in the group behind Sylvan Vestier, as Cameron Young is with his fresh soft just easily flying past Tom Straub is now gaining on Brandon Glover massively. Maybe we see him doing an overtake as the two leaders are pitting. And Cameron Young is at the back of Brandon Glover. He has definitely the car advantage and the DRS advantage. Oh my god, it will be definitely close. As Brandon Glover, he needs to give him there are 3 wide on the way to turn 1. As Sylvester backs off, and Brandon Glover as well. But Cameron Young is definitely flying. It's just a surprise that Mafiola set it the fastest lap. Maybe we see a little bit, yeah, maybe we see a bit of a comeback from him.
That's insane, setting the fastest lap, especially in an AlphaTauri. I don't know, I was very surprised to actually see that there.
Mafiola, I would say, is the fastest man on the league, so it's definitely no surprise that he's doing it AlphaTauri some good times.
I'm very surprised he's not been slapped in that Williams.
He's still on P10 after his leg out. As Ross Denholm is currently leading. But he will be definitely getting hunted by Cameron Young very soon. With the two Ferraris as Logan, I think, undercut Lewis. If that is true, then is Sondre that in turn 1?
I think
Yeah,
he's
in
lost
turn
it.
3. But his front wing is still full on the car. So, yeah. It's Lewis and Logan. I got the perfect view of Lewis overtake into 180. Unfortunately, I was switching shortly to the onboard of him. Definitely a good helicopter camera there. Beautiful overtake. The helicopter cam is definitely a good thing. Especially investors got overtaken by Brandon Glover on the last lap. Couldn't fight back this lap.
Well, Matthew Older actually is in front of Funky right now. I didn't actually notice where he got the move done, but he's in front of him now on P9.
Yeah, he's definitely fighting his way up. So he's at the back of Thomas Traupis, who hasn't pitted yet. As I would say, provisional race leader is Cameron Young and Lewis Curtis. When you don't see the guys ahead of them who didn't pit it yet, it's Thomas Traupis. It's fighting, going to the right as Lewis now can go down the inside into turn 11. As into the line should have the better exit on the fresher tires. Yes, he has, using the overtake button. Bit of an easy overtake. Serum Vester is gaining on Brandon Glover.
Cameron Young actually gaining on his teammate right now, but that's probably just due to the fresher tyres. As Ross is on 11 lap old tyres, so I'd expect him to be boxing.
Indeed, as Lewis was overtaking Sylvan here, as Lewis is already going down the inside on Brandon Glover into turn 16.
Fantastic.
2 good moves into out of the 180 IDR, and it's turn 16. He got 2 overtakes done. And now Serum Vester is gaining on Brandon Glover, and Thomas is gaining on Serum Vester. He needs to defend on Thomas Traupis, and he can't dive it on Brandon Glover now.
What is a Haas?
Logan picks up racing time penalty early on.
There's a yellow flag up front, turn 7.
So for VSC. Okay, definitely everyone is past the pit, so no one can get a bit of I don't know what it's called, but hopefully we don't see this time some drive-through penalties for speeding onto the safety car or reach our safety car.
Cameron Young has closed the gap pretty well.
As Louis Quinlan is out, I didn't saw that.
I'm not actually too sure. It didn't show up on the map. I was looking at the map. I'm not too sure.
Just saw on virtual safety car. Just thought for a moment that someone just spins out. That's the yard spec enabled, and we're still yellow in every part of the track, and we're green. We are definitely watching directly Cameron Young on his teammate for this race. Slogan is passing. Oh, do we see round the outside into 180R? The Sylvan Vester and onto the inside line for turn 16 as Logan's already at the back of Frank Glover as well. Gets a bit of a switchback out of turn 17 through turn 18. Switch to the inside line. Gets a DRS help as, oh my god, the slip in this. Oh my god. As he goes round the outside.
Ooh. Well, wheel banging there from both of them there.
So I'm back now.
Both the move.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you drink something shortly.
Well, Cameron actually got past his teammate. Not too sure
And
where he
Bill
actually
already
got
have
that.
1.5 second gap.
Oh, Matthew went past Look, now he's going for another move.
Indeed.
He's got it stuck there. He's bringing out his pace right now in that AlphaTauri right now. He's behind Thomas Traupis long and around. He's got some insane slipstream. Going through the spin corner, and he's up past him now. He's into 7th.
As you have 7 Vesti right at the back of Brandon Glover. He's gaining and gaining.
It's a very big slipstream. True.
Because we're on the outside's 130R. I see inside line for turn 16 now, and he should be ahead. Maybe Brandon can fight on the DRS right back. As Matthew got past Logan, I think. As Brandon can easily fight back. But now Matthew is coming into this game. Or into this fight.
A little bit of a...
Sylvan's a bit lagging.
Yeah, I noticed that for a second there. It's going to be interesting to see how Matthew can try to get around Sylvan as long as he doesn't lag. Or any like decent happens between them both. Cameron Young, he's got a 2.5 second gap to his teammate.
As Matthew Alder got past Sylvan as Sylvan was going onto the grass out of turn 7.
He's picking his moments very carefully.
As Matthew Alder definitely showing good pace. As he's overtaking Brandon Glover, who hasn't pitted yet. He uses his fresh tires now perfectly. As Logan got past Sylvan as well, and now Paco's looking for a move. On the inside into turn 13, and he's ahead. Logan's gaining in the section of Brandon Glover. The Ferrari's engine fighting against each other. As he's not going around the outside, so 180R. 180R, sorry, I don't know. As he's now on the inside line, turn 16. Go on. Oh my god! Oh.
Oh, and he's made a collision with him. And he's now having to pit.
Directly diving into the pits.
I'm not too sure whose fault that would be, because it was like a little bit of a...
Yeah, I don't want to call an early thing here. But it looks like that Logan definitely tapped Brandon's rear. But I don't know if Brandon gave enough space, so I want to just let this steer through that. Oh my god, I'm on board with Thomas Traupis, who spins out of turn 7.
A lot of cars losing it coming through to...
It's just like the inside cup there, when you're clipping it. It's just like a car going straight into slide mode.
It's a very recurring theme is he's going slow and...
Let's rock up past him now. Same as Nino. What about Sunray? Did he spawn out of turn 7 as well? Yes, no wing damage.
I think he's been losing it a couple times with the car, but it's not been major to the point that he's lost his wing.
Unfortunately, we lost our big battle.
Yeah, the grid's pretty much separated right now, but...
the only fight at the moment is for P8 between the two Williams.
Very interesting.
As Luke's pitting. Yep. I'm not sure if Cameron needs to pit again, but I think he needs. His Thomas got a 5-second time penalty for spitting the pit lane. I think the two Williams are our only fight on track currently. Between our Rocco Welch, who is again in P7 if he goes to line in P7, he will continue his streak of 6 points. He got already earlier on in the season a 4-race streak of P4s, also 12 points. Now he's on a 6-point streak, who would be P7, so maybe he's continuing. But he's definitely out of Nino Romanello, who is his teammate in the rear constructor and his championship rival at the moment. So yeah, let's see.
There's another yellow flag. I think that's Sandra again. It's not actually, it's Thomas McIvor as he's lost it.
Mhm. So two Williams are still fighting each other. Rocco should have the better situation at the moment. He's on the faster tire and has no time penalty. But it's really unfortunate for Logan that he got the incident with Brandon. Logan wasn't here last week and always normally shows some good pace. So he could be definitely fighting with his teammate for P2. But he's now all the way down in P11. Maybe fighting for some few points. So I'm still watching the Williams fighting. So yeah, it's only his battle. Andre but Thomas Jewell or Tom Jewell is closing in on them in the racing point. As he's pitting Cameron Young again. He's dropping to P3 as Louis are currently race leader. As Cameron get out of the pits ahead of Paco. I think that just Cameron Young will be easily passing Matthew and Louis because of his non-softs. But our fight for P7 continues as Mafia is coming to this game, or this fight. Currently sitting P9 in the racing point. So he's pretty much closing everywhere, I think, on Nino. So Ross also could get some points as well, as he is 1.3 behind. Oh my god, show it, as Tom nearly lost it out of 2011, but he saved his car. He was a bit early on the gas, as Neo's closing in on his teammate. So now it's Lipstream using a bit of ERS.
I think the only thing that we have right now is just the two Williams and then Tommy Jewell.
And Sandra Zara get a pack of Thomas MacGyver. Let's follow this little fight shortly. Oh no, the other are going on the start finish rate. What will we see now? As Jared got passed by Ross as they're fighting side by side. Ross should have the tire advantage and Ross backs off. What about Nino? He's not close enough to try and move. So we will be continuing how it is currently. So we are following shortly Ross now, who's definitely setting Jared Fosbury under pressure. So he's losing his back on a bit. But he has a tower advantage and uses his overtake. Maya a bit unnecessary, but Eric can decide what he's doing. I'm going on right now with Cameron Young, who's at the back of Matthew Alder. He will pass him. Sondre is ahead. What about Cameron Young? He's already passing Matthew with the fastest lap.
Tom Jewell on Nino.
And the 100, yeah, 130 hour. Nino wants to fight back, but he can't. Will Tom get Rocco on the start finish rate? Rocco got a better exit than Tom.
Oh, when Jared and Ross there, that's what I said there, but he had to back out.
Tom is on the inside, turn 1 and he's ahead. Pretty much an easy overtake, as Jared was fighting with Ross, but Ross I think passed Jared now. As Cameron Young still getting one of the best runs currently on track by drivers. He's just getting 10th after 10th out of Lewis, who's currently leading. But we're going back for a little fight between Tom, Rocco and Nino. I think, let's check the standings for a moment. If it stays like this, Rocco should build on his leap, okay, on his lead in the championship. That's no one of his near contenders getting some good point, except of Lewis Curtis, who could jump in with MP2. Lewis Curtis currently has 51, he will be going to 69. Rocco Bash with 2 goes up to 68, so if Lewis stay in P2 and Rocco in P9 was getting taken out by his teammate at turn 1.
And Ross takes his first 3 seconds.
Yes. Nino now ahead of his teammate, so he will gain points on him. But if it's set like this, Lewis should be championship leader after this race. About how much pens has Nino? Currently 3 seconds. That's 6 laps to go. 6 laps that Rocco need to stay in the 3-second window of his teammate. Sandra and Thomas going for it as Sandra goes around the outside into turn 16. Thomas blocked him off now. Sandra with the better tire obviously. With the DRS now bought in the bad car with a bad engine. And he's getting not so much. Can he do something at turn 1 or 2? No, Thomas came wide and Sandra directly dives to the inside line. Side by side, Sandra pushes Thomas a bit wide, but he is ahead.
We have another one, Brandon Glover and Thomas Tropsy right here.
Who?
Tropsy. Brandon Glover and Thomas is V5.
Okay, I'm on board. Comment on it.
See if he goes for a move. Slipstream is very strong on here.
Slow got past Silver Investor for the last points position. But Tom's drop is on the inside. Sprint cuts the corner, got the penalty for that. Rocco's still in the DRS window of his teammate. Most Matthew Ola looks like a bit closing in on Lewis. Matthew Ola could also do a good jump in the constructor championship standings for drivers. Currently on 44 points. With 15 he would be jump up to 59. And if he's not scoring points, then he will be points equal with him. Rocco is not managing. They're both low and Eros above Williams. As Rocco's not getting a bit, but not enough. Way not enough. Try move. Still our only battle on track. Maybe we see Matthew still gaining on Lewis, then we will be going shortly on board with them. As Sandra and Thomas McIver are still fighting. Let's go on with them for a moment. Thomas is using his 0S to go down the inside into 100 out of Soria. Lisa Sandra fight back into turn 16. Yes, he is diving it down the inside. As he gets a corner cutting penalty or side by side through turn 18. And Sandra, I think, got DRS. Yes, he did. But he's still losing time. Motherfucking ass in the Ferrari engine. The freaking house. But it's gone, but with Matthew already closing in on Lewis.
Oh, Cameron just breezed past them both there.
Didn't saw that. But he's still fast man on track and should have the fastest lap currently. Yes, he is. By 2 seconds. 2.2 seconds. Oh my god. As Matthew got losing time penalty. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I don't think he will be managing to get this 3 seconds out of Lewis. When he has passed him, but Ross is at the back of Paco Suarez. He has definitely the tire advantage, but he has a penalty, so much 3 seconds.
Oh, and he went off.
Yeah, he went a bit off track. Okay. So Ross is closing in on Paco. So Matthew is close to Lewis. But I'm watching now Ross. Is he getting enough on the start finish straight in this lap? No, he's not, but I don't think that Ross will stay in P5 with his penalty. If he is passing Paco between the next 2 laps. Same with Matthew Alder. What about Rocker Wall? She's still in the 3 points window. Let's go on board with Matthew. So maybe he's using his IRS. Maybe he wants to do a move into turn 16 as he pulls out to the outside because of Lewis defending the inside line. And Matthew has passed him. Maybe Lewis can fight back with the DRS on the start finish right. Obviously he has the RS engine, but the Honda engine is not that much faster. He's gaining and gaining. Matthew is defending the inside line. So Lewis needs to go around the outside. Matthew pushes Lewis wide. And Matthew's still loading his P2. What about Paco? Is now passing Ross again. After Ross, I think, was passing Paco. We are on the last lap of this race. As I don't think that Matthew will get 3 seconds out of Lewis in 1 lap. Same as Ross, he will not get 3 seconds out of Paco. But I think in this race we finally have time to comment a bit on our race winner, who is or will be Cameron Young, starting in P16 with 2 pit stops. It's coming down to the last 3 corners, obviously. Cameron Young will cross the line to win round 8 and gets 26 points. What is about Matthew? It's a good drive from him.
15 positions.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So Matthew is crossing line in 2nd, drops down to 3rd. What about Paco? He will stay in P4, I think, because of Ross's time penalty. It's also
Well, the
good.
gap is really close
Oh,
between
has Ross
Jared.
lost it? Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh
No,
no!
Ross. Oh my.
Oh
He's
no!
so weird came off. As he was
You've got to
one.
be joking.
Oh my god.
On the last lap.
Yeah, he just spun out and he just wanted to drive back on track to get his position. But he just, like, oh my god. But Sarah Investor got comes some P10, Luke Baker P11. Thomas Drop is really get P12 because of Ross crashing out. P12 for Thomas Drop is Brian Glover will come home P14. Do we see? Okay, why is Sandra? Oh, they were finished already. So Brian Glover is the last guy. We see on track for this race. As he's crossing the line. It's gap P13.
That is so unfortunate for Ross.
Mm.
I
Thomas
actually
says,
missed it.
Tom Jewel says in the chat, do you like my bottle? No comment. As Cameron Young is definitely deserved drive of the day from Codemasters and from my side as well. Getting up 15 positions, obviously with the Mercedes engine and his experience as F1 driver, but he definitely deserved to win today ahead of Lewis and Matthew. Yes, our final result is Cameron winning from P16 to P1 ahead of Luis Curtis Matthew Euler. Unfortunate for him, after his leg out on this pole position, he only could manage P3 ahead of Parker Wayne sitting in fourth. Then comes Jared Fosbury, Tom Jewell, Rocco Walsh, Nero Manello, Logan Arendt. Rocco Walsh continuing his streak of 6 points because of Ross crashing out in the last corner, or last lap, last few corners, as Logan gets P9. Cyril Vestier, P10, Luke Baker, Thomas Drop is Brian Glover, Ross Denham, Sondre Zorak, Thomas McIver are finishing out of the top 10, and our DNFs of today are Louis Quinlan, Joe Hollis, and Ollie Flavel. As Ross says in the chat, that's my P5. No, unfortunately not.
Sadly, if it was not a DNF and he crossed the line, it'd probably be it, but it's unfortunate though. It's just the luck. Just wasn't there. One corner and it just all went away.
Yeah, SBA is still going on our streak of having different winners. It's an 8 race in the season, and we have 8 different winners. As we are getting then hopefully shortly into the party. So I'm inviting them shortly. Matthew is already in, then we have Cameron Young. And P3 was Matthew and P2 was Lewis. But I think Lewis got already an invite to the party. Yeah, he's already added. Then everyone has an invite, so hopefully they will all come into. So Lewis is in. Cameron is in. Then we're only waiting for Matthew Older. I think we should start with the interviews now. If you can join, if you want. So we're starting with our race winner, who is Cameron Young. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You started P16, fighted in the first few laps, completely through the field. You hunted everyone ahead of you, getting seconds out of everyone. Just like you had the best pace today in my eye. Yeah, definitely a great praise from you today. And I
Thank you.
think it's your first race since Azerbaijan, and it's your first points of the season. I'm right?
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
Okay, then congratulations on that. Yeah, you definitely battled your way through the field. Any interesting battles do you got? Or was like,
Um,
yeah.
Mainly it was just cutting through the field. There was a bit where I come up behind Thomas and Brand. That was quite nice because of they were battling someone else, and that was a decent battle. But other than that, no, I was just cutting my way through the field.
Mm. Yeah, definitely some good overtakes. Um, for next week we're still reserved this season. Next week we're heading to Mexico. If you race, would that be a good track for you?
Um, I haven't really give it a go on this game. Like I know last game it wasn't too bad of a track for me, so hopefully it'll be the same as last year, and I'll go well on it.
Okay, then you got the race win today. Congratulations and the fast lap. So 26 points will go into your to rename in the championship. Yeah, then I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Then I need to check if yeah Ivan left the party. Then I will go on with our P2 with Lewis Cutter today. Congratulations on your P2 today. You're still waiting for your win today. I think definitely today was one of the races you could have scored or achieved your first win. You fight in the first few laps with Logan and with like the other drivers behind. Um, if I'm sure that you just like stayed the whole time in P2.
I pretty much just stayed in. I led for the first couple of laps after Matthew lagged out.
Mm. Could definitely some good pass from you. With like Cameron Young, you could have said it was like he got a better pace today, as Lewis can't race with, comment with me because of I have a network lag with him. Okay, hopefully we will get it soon. Um, just waiting a few seconds. So he's left the party now. Maybe he rejoins. Okay then, this is coming back in a few moments and we're going shortly to P3. Who's Matthew Alder today? Congratulations. Um, Obviously your leg out today was very unfortunate. It was just like leading the field away. Do you just think that Cameron could have come in one part of the race to fight with you for the win?
I think without the lag out, Cameron still would have won. I mean, he was in the Mercedes and in quali did like a 25.8. Obviously, he validated it intentionally. But the pace that he had in the Mercedes was impossible to match, even if he started last and did 2 stops.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a second race in a row. You lagged out. Hopefully that will not happen again. With the points today, we'll be definitely climbing up a few positions in the Driver Championship. Do you still think you have the chance of winning the title?
Yeah, I mean, I missed 2 races and then didn't score 2 in the next 2, which wasn't any of my fault in those, and I'm still this close, so yeah, I definitely think it's possible.
Okay, then we're heading next week to Mexico. Are you decent around Mexico?
I don't know, I haven't done it on this game, so we'll have to see when we get to Mexico.
Okay, then I wish you best of luck for next week and for the rest of the season.
Thanks.
Then we're switching back to Luis Curtis, who should be back in the party now.
Yeah.
What was I talking about with your race? I don't know if there was something to talk about. Some good battles you got, some good pace, definitely. With the points today, do you think you can climb up important positions and to play a big role? Obviously, I'm not sure, but I think you should be leading a championship now, if I calculated earlier on right, so definitely has the best
I
chance of winning the title currently.
I think I'm second because I think Rocket will still be ahead of me on a few points. But yeah, I'll try and give it a go for a title. But being in Williams next week, it's like
I think you're lagging again. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I can't hear you at the moment. Hopefully no network lag again. And he is out of the party again. I will give him some seconds of rejoining the party to get an interview done. Okay, his internet died again. Then I think that's it for today. There was round 8 at Round Japan from Performance Series. Just next week on Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time. For the next round, will be round 9 in Mexico. It's only 3 rounds left. We have a big mixed championship. There's definitely some potential in for some drivers for currently sitting in the spots from P5 to P11. So don't forget to tune in, and same for the other tiers. F1 Saturday 6 p.m. UK time, and F2 and F3 on Sunday 4:30 p.m. And yeah, until next week, we see us. Goodbye.